So now I showed you what everything looks like, what everything, most of the triggers actually do. With the character swap, I forgot to show you that. It's just the simple like possess and unpossess. So whenever you go inside the trigger, you're able to possess the AI character over here. And also, I forgot to mention that I added some death to spikes. It wasn't really necessary, but I wanted to make it a little bit more of a challenge when you're running away from the AI. We also have the die on P, and then I think that's most of the things we worked on. But now I can get to showing you how everything works in the game. So let's get to it. So if you look around, you just see barren wasteland. The third person character is different color just because I wanted to distinguish the AI, the third person character, and the second person you possess. So as you pass over one of the triggers, you start to notice one of the lights start to flicker. And with that light flickering, I did a matinee where I changed the intensity of it from like 150, ranging all the way down to about 20 to 10. The second trigger was the car horn, and the third one was to drop the log onto the bridge. This next one is just the simulate physics, or not simulate physics, it's more of like the just making the fire appear and disappear as you pass through the trigger. Here is the cutscene. And then also passing one of the checkpoints and passing the second checkpoint, I'll also press P to die, and I'll respawn as well. See, I'm still here. One of the things that you didn't notice when I started to press play, or before I pressed play, was I added a little bit of fire effects to make the house seem a little bit more like cool, remote, and just like important. You open the door with E. You can also close the door with E. You can turn on the light and expose what's around the house. You see a little button here, you press it, and the sliding bookshelf moves. And then you can also toggle E to look around the area. See, this is where the AI is currently waiting for me to open the door onto the second world. And here I am just running around, jumping around. Also, the chairs and tables are movable. So let's get to the possession part and see what actually happens. And we run past another checkpoint. Jump that. Get out of there. And we go over here, and now we're the second person. So we press E to open the door, and to my knowledge, the AI is let loose. So let me knock on real quick, and now he's chasing me. His sight is very minimalistic. I dumbed it down to maybe about 40%. So it's harder for him to see me, but he can still hear me very well, and he follows very well to every location that I go to. Right here, I added the spike value, so if I accidentally touch it, I'll die. So the challenge is I got to make it inside of the spikes to get out. So let me try that again. Oops, I died again. So it's more of just like a learning how to adapt to it and just land perfectly still without touching the spikes. It can be challenging at times. You can just, looks like I'm not doing that good right now, my bad. But after you jump into the center, you're able to transport back into you'll be able to transport back to where you originally left off into the game, where is over there right by the fire. So I made it, and that's pretty much everything to the game. I hope you enjoyed what I showed off, and I hope you're able to see everything that's able to be played in person in class today. So thank you very much for watching.